What's going on, guys? My name is Violent. Welcome to Grizz Zombies. Today we've got a top 5 for you, and everything's going to be based off the World War II beta that just went down. Now, today it ends officially, and I wanted to do a video based on the research that we've gotten so far as to the improvements I think that should be implemented into zombies. Haven't seen many videos like this, so if you like what you see today, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with all the latest and greatest zombies news that I'm dropping. Now, all 5 of these topics are my own opinion, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into number 5. This here is going to be division skills that we've seen in the World War II beta. Are these going to be somewhat comparable to the class skills? As we know, there are 4 different classes that are going to be in zombies, 4 different players. Now I'm using the Winchester 1897 as an example with the shotgun incendiary shells. Now why is this important? Well, it's specific to the division, which is like a class that we're going to have. You know, there's going to be offensive, control, support, and a medic. And so each one of these might have their own set of class talents. And I wanted to bring that to the forefront. It's an idea I had, and I think that might be something very interesting to entertain as well. If I'm to give you an example, let's just take the medic class for instance. This is one of the 4 loadouts. They might have a defibrillator, and that would bring people back to life, whereas no other class would be able to do that, just like the incendiary shells are specific to the expeditionary class. I'd like to note right here in the video that there's going to be a difference between classes and divisions. Divisions will be MP, completely multiplayer, so we'll refer to divisions as a separate but similar entity to our zombies classes. And the classes might be considered loadouts. We still have to wait to see. Okay, now in number 4, we have the social tab. Now all of us have seen the social tab. We know that it's kind of a mess. It's very stupid how you have to go through an extra tab just to check out your party. Very controversial, but I think a lot of us can agree that this does need improvement. It should be very simple and easy. You should be able to push Y or triangle on your controller and pull up your friends list or see who's in your party. I think social tab needs to be something that oversees all obstacles that are in your modes. If we think back to the teaser that Michael Condrey gave us, we could see a tab at the very bottom for headquarters. Seemed like that feature was an overlay that would go over anything by just simply pushing a button and bam, you're in headquarters, or bam, you would see who's in your party. I think that lobby can be married a little bit better, and we could have a better social experience here if that gets improved. Now in number 3, we have something very special. This is something that I think needed to come and finally has happened, and that is an in-game voting system, a survey if you will, to sort of judge if something was good or not. I think this is a great system, and now that we've seen it and have exposure to it, it's something I don't think we should let go. I think this is definitely an improvement that should go into the future with all Call of Duty games, especially zombies, and not just in the form of did you have fun in the last match. This is just an example I'm putting up because we just experienced this in the World War II beta. But this can also go for ideas that they want to test out and try to see if people are even open to the idea of maybe a PvP mode in zombies. In Infinite Warfare, we just voted on a system through Twitter of a new Fate and Fortune card, and that was something new that they decided to take on a different direction, and I think this is something that should be implemented all throughout the year. Okay, so in number 2, we have a topic of create a class, and this is very interesting. I think it's on the tip of everyone's tongue, but we just can't quite put it into words yet. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have some of the same equipped weapon system that we're seeing in the beta. And this is going along with the character abilities. As you guys know, we're going to have ultimate abilities with our L1 and R1 activations, a meter-based system. And that might be packaged with an ability tree. I'm not sure yet. I think attachments and a weapons kit is definitely something in the creative class idea in that realm. If you guys played the beta, you'll know that you unlocked everything by these tokens. It's up in the upper right corner. but we're going to have something called perma unlocks, and the name of that may change, but it's going to grant perk-like abilities, and I hope this isn't like the basic training abilities that we're seeing. But hey, if we have class skills and we can partner that with perma unlocks, I think this will be an awesome thing for the future to come. But in number 1, I got an original idea for you guys, maybe something that we haven't quite thought of in the past, and that is customization. Now, in customization, I think we could take this one step further with every single player being able to bring in their own custom lethal. What do you guys think about that idea? Maybe we do have an actual throwing knife or a tomahawk here in World War II, and you can either choose to start with that, or you can start with a grenade. Now, we might be able to replace this throughout the game, but we'll be able to start with some sort of specialty lethal, and I think that is an idea that hasn't been thought of yet and could make this a little bit more interesting, especially in the customization fact that things are different. Things are definitely going to be different this time around for customization. We have had weapons kits where we've been able to throw on attachments to certain weapons. We've been able to have Fate and Fortune cards and stuff like that on the side of customizing, but we haven't had a character that we've been able to specifically customize. And in this thing, we'll be having a character customization a lot like Call of Duty Ghosts in that loadout system. If you're still confused at what I'm referring to, Call of Duty Extinction, the class loadouts for that. But that's my top 5 improvements based on the Call of Duty World War II beta. Let me know what you guys thought of this top 5, and I will try to continue this next week with another top 5. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. Actually, I do. It's going to deal with the weapons, but I'm not going to tell you any more just because that would wreck the surprise. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are new, and let me know in the comments section if you guys are new. But I'm going to talk right now a little bit about World War II Zombies and kind of my expectations moving forward and where we're at right now, because we do have DLC 4 about to drop for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and from this moment we're going to be moving into World War II Zombies, so there will be a transitional period going from Infinite Warfare Zombies to World War II, and I'm thinking it's going to be a very positive change. I think we've done this in the past, and we can do the exact same thing moving into the future. I've been cross-marrying these videos between World War II and Infinite Warfare Zombies a lot, and you've been seeing that week in and week out here on the channel, and that's sort of how I bridge the gap between where we're at now and where we're going. Ultimately, you can always follow me over on Twitter if you want to continue the conversation at GrizzViolent, and then we can talk more about where we're currently at, because that's where the conversation is always here and now on Twitter, right? And on YouTube, you guys get sort of a day delay on the information that's happening over on Twitter, and that's just the nature of the game. But definitely working another part-time job on top of doing YouTube, I don't feel that I'm late on my information. If things are presented in a day and I want to take time to produce a really good quality video for you guys, and that takes hours leading into the next day, I'm okay with that fact, you know. I'm not late on my material. As a matter of fact, I'm right on time. And I appreciate you guys viewing this material, because guess what? You're right on time too. A little bit of beta patch notes that I've done. That's just water under the bridge. I was testing some things out with tags and titling on YouTube. Feel like we got a really good ground foundation for World War II and where we're going here. And I'm just excited for the actual release happening in November. Let me know down below if you've pre-ordered the game or if you plan on doing so. I hope I provided enough on this channel with the beta to give you guys sort of a guess or an estimate as to what it's going to be like. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Violent out.